Hi guys, it's the F40 guy. I'm back with another video. This is a small block Chevy 350. It's going to be going into the yellow F40 project. And we're going to be installing the crank today into the mains here. We're going to be doing main bearings, and please follow along for the full engine. Start by removing all the mains. They're all numbered and they all fit differently in their own respective spots. So I'm going to put them on the same way that they come off. I set these aside. I've removed the main caps right now, and I have these Clevite Moly bearings to go in. And so they're side specific. These have a hole and groove where the oil passage is, and so they only fit one way. So these are going to go toward the block, and the other sides right here go toward the cap. And so you can see they don't have that oil groove in there, or the oil passageway. And I'm not sponsored, but these are good products. I'd go check them out on eBay. I'm going to be installing these main bearings right here right now. They have these little grooves and they fit into the corresponding groove inside of the oil main, or the crankshaft mains. And they have little oil holes that line up with the galleries in the engine. And so I'm going to be applying a light coat of oil to each main before I install the bearing. Super important that you make sure that they're perfectly clean, nice and wiped down. I'll bring you guys right back when I get all of them in. Alright, now that we have all these bearings in, and I use some motor oil to lube them up because you never want metal on metal contact. And so you want to make sure that they're all nice and flush before you get ready to drop the crank in. That's what I'm going to do right now. And once I get in, I'm going to do a couple just free turns to make sure it's nice and nice, make sure it's not binding. Alright, and here's the crank right here. I just pressed on a new timing sprocket. And see, there it is. Now it's in there. And it should spin freely with no resistance whatsoever. And it spins amazingly. I'm gonna lube up these top journals, make sure that they're all nice and coated in oil because I don't want that metal on metal contact I was talking about. You gotta make sure it's all perfectly clean because you don't want any FM or foreign material in the engine, because that's one way to spin a bearing, and this starts the process all over again. I only feel like doing this once. Alright, and so here's this oil catch can I got from Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight, if you're watching this, please sponsor me. And yeah, I'm not being stingy with the oil because this is, if there's gonna be a time to use a lot of oil, not a lot of oil, but good amount, this is it. And so these top side main bearings have a groove that corresponds with the main cap. So I'm gonna go grab those. Just grabbing two right now. And so here's one of the grooves right here that I was referencing. And so I'm gonna get these all looped up and I'll bring you guys back. Alright, now that I have all the caps seated, I'm going to go ahead and start torquing all of them down. And so the spec for my engine is 70 foot-pounds, and it varies by engine. Torque to your specifications if you're doing this. And this is a 2-bolt main, so it's just 1, 2, 1, 2, front to back. Alright, you'll notice that these are not tightened down. It's because on this very last main stud over here. I was tightening it down and it sheared off. So I'm gonna be ordering a full new set of ARP head studs, and I'll let you know when I get those in. Yeah, that's a real setback, kind of sucks a lot. I'm gonna work on getting this out. Yeah, that'll be fun. It's like a ½ inch down in there, and it sheared at, like, a lot of threads are left in that block at like 70 foot-pounds. So that'll be nice and fun. I'll let you guys know what happens with this. Yeah,